Alright guys, so here we are on a weekend. I'm back on the friction folder project. So the request has changed a little. They want me to do some engraving probably on this portion of the blade right here for a special message. It's for a birthday gift. So today I'm a little rusty on engraving, so I'm going to take you along with some of the things I'm going to do to practice and try out, see what works best. What I'm thinking is I'm going to do some layout fluid on a sample piece first, and then try to freehand grave on that. Try to freehand grave maybe in some Sharpie to kind of show you guys the difference. We talked about that the other day in a video. And then I'm going to try to trace some pre-drawn letters. I'm going to do everything by hand, so it's only going to be as pretty as my handwriting, but I'll bring you along. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll come up with a better way to start engraving this as we go, and that's what I'm gonna work on today. Alright, so I've got some real thin strapping, cut it up into sections a while ago for something else, and anyways, I'm not working on that. So I've went ahead and covered this side with layout fluid. I was just going to show you real quick what I was talking about when. So we've covered this side in layout fluid, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to cover this other side with Sharpie. And all I'm going to do is just take that Sharpie and work on camera. Just like that. It doesn't have to be perfect or anything, especially since I'm just going to engrave a couple spots on it. And just like that, just shade it all in. I'm going to get the rest of these done, and I'll come back and explain some more to you. Alright, so the main word that I'm going to work on engraving is love, so it's all going to be backwards to you. So I went ahead and just wrote it kind of big and then kind of small on this piece. I'll practice a few times on the back of that, trying that. Then I've left this one that I'm just going to freehand. This one, my plan is to take and in the top of a combination square, you have a scribe. You can also use a nail or anything like that. All it is a sharp point. Looks, like I say, just like a nail. So all I'm going to do on these pieces is I'm just going to use my combination square to get a straight line. I'm going to do the same thing on both sides. And that straight line is, I'm just going to freehand, I think, off of that straight line, see what happens. And on this one, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to straight line again. Straight line. Because of where this is going on the knife, it's going to have to be pretty small. So you guys might not even be able to see. Yeah, you can see that straight line there. So I put straight lines on two of them. One of these straight lines I'm going to freehand the words in using the same scribe. I'll do that off camera so you don't have to watch me. But here's what I've got. So I thought I had some better sets of burrs, but I don't. So I've got some little diamond coated ends to put in my Dremel. So these are both pretty sharp and pointed. This is a round, this is actually a burr. So I'm going to try that. I've got a smaller round one already in, already in my Dremel. I'll try it. I don't know. I don't have very good hopes. I might end up buying some different burrs. These two are pretty much identical. They're the ones I think I'm going to have the best luck with. I'll give them a shot. I've got this small chunk of coil spring. I'll go ahead and in the day I'm ready to do this, or the next time I fire up the forge, I'll flatten this out so that it'll be soft, and because I think I might have water quenched this to make it hard. So I will flatten it out so I can use it and practice a couple more times on it, so I'm familiar with exactly how this material will react whenever I do what I'm going to do. But this is kind of the process I'm going for warming up. So I'll get the words written on these and come back and kind of show you me doing it a couple times and show you the results and let you know if I'm going to end up doing this or finding some different burrs. Alright guys, so we're trying to work on some improvements with our sound quality. I don't have all that set up yet, so this sound of this might still be a little rough. I've got you guys kind of right where I want to be too, so we're just going to give this a shot and see how it goes. This is the one that I have obviously made a straight line and pre-written the word love on in the Dicom and the Sharpie. So we'll try that first. And then this is also one of my more pointed diamond carbides. So that's where we're going to start. We'll see what happens. Here we go. I don't think that turned out too bad. My handwriting looks awful on the camera, but we'll go ahead and do the same thing on the Sharpie side. We'll try a few more things before I take all this Dicom off, and we'll see what it looks like by itself. So, keep going along. This side of this material has slots in it that run this way. You guys can see it right there. I lost that V when I was trying to make all that. It got kind of hard to see. I think you guys can see it better than I can. Alright, and then just all together freehand. I don't even know if I'm going to try this. I'm not going to try that even. We're going to try a different Dremel bit on that and see what that looks like compared to those. Hang on, let me get that switched out. Alright, so here we go again. This time we've got a round bit on there. We'll give it a shot. I don't think I'm going to like it, but we'll try it. There it is. Not bad, not great. Let's compare that to one of the pointed ends. Alright guys, so I got the Sharpie kind of off, but you'll be able to see some things that I want to show you, and then we're going to call this done. So, once I removed the Sharpie and the Dicom, and in case you're wondering how to do that, acetone or nail polish remover works. The Dicom's easier to remove, that's why I like it. But so those letters aren't too bad. These had a line scribed in it. You can see it there and there. But as you can see, once I remove the Sharpie, it's gone. The Sharpie did kind of leave a cool effect. It actually stayed down in the letters, which I kind of like. But I don't know. I have to think about that. I kind of like that. There's the Dicom straight line. I did a pretty good job of getting those a little deep. But I don't think it's still quite as deep as those are. I guess I should hit those with some nail polish remover to check it out. But I could always deepen it more. So I think either one of those two options would be acceptable. I don't think I need to pre-write the word on there necessarily. And then here's the third option, and this really shows it. So there's texture in this piece. And I did not get those letters near deep enough that they'll be able to read. So I'd have to go back and trace those. And with that texture, they'd be very difficult and disappointing to do. You know, it'd be hard to see, give me more opportunities to screw up. So, and same thing on this side. This side, yeah, there it is, it's upside down. You can barely see it at all. And the texture's making that a lot worse there too. But so that's how I'm practicing that. I'll probably write out the full script on these a couple times. Just copy it. I feel like I did pretty good. My handwriting's not the best, so it ain't gonna get any better than my handwriting. I could print it out, you know, shrink it down to size and all that, but I think this is gonna work. In the future, if you guys like this video, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you like it. If you do, moving forward, I want to get into some engraving on some knives, so maybe we'll make some hand engraving tools to do old school push engraving as opposed to Dremel stuff. And if you guys like the Dremel stuff more, we'll get Dremel bits and try to do some fancy decorative stuff that way too. Like I say, let me know down below. Click on the button to subscribe, or click on one of these other videos to see stuff we've already done. Thanks, catch you on the next one.